Hello friends, this is Odds version 1.69, and today I am going to talk about the thing that I've been doing on my streams for the last few weeks. So, starting a few weeks ago, I started having this little text on my streams where I constantly kept track of every one of my Survivor matches, trying to look for the thing. And I didn't tell anyone other than a few people close to me what the thing was to avoid stream sniping. But I just kept playing and playing and playing. I even recorded my games offline. I even went back through my bots as far as I could to look for the thing. And at least we went 400 games without seeing it. Likely, it was probably higher than that. So it finally happened. Yesterday, we actually had 2 instances or 3 instances of the thing actually happening. And the thing was a killer running a meme blood point add-on. Now, there are some add-ons that you could half consider meme add-ons, but these add-ons, they do have some uses, so these I didn't count. But rather, we focus on the add-ons that give you extra blood points, but they don't have any advantage, or in fact, most of them, they have huge disadvantages. They make your power weaker, they make you slower, little things like that. So these add-ons are extremely undesirable. Their effect is really bad for your power. It actually makes it so much harder to play. But they do give more blood points. And people like blood points. And we're in the middle of a huge farming event where everybody wants to get a lot. So what's the deal? Why does no one run them? We only got killers running these when I was doing a challenge with my friends and we had brand new accounts. So if it wasn't for the rank 15 killers that we saw running these add-ons, at red ranks, it's very possible I might have never seen one of these add-ons in a very, very long time. Now, your experience might be different. Maybe you do see some of these add-ons every now and then. Maybe you use them yourself a lot. Good for you. But I think my point stands. These add-ons are not very popular. They are a significant... They're only a handful of add-ons out of 480. But since they're brown, you do get these add-ons very often in your blood web if you level up one of these killers. So these add-ons are in almost everyone's possessions, but almost no one seems to want to run them. And why? We can make some arguments, and I'm going to bring up my point, the point that I'm trying to prove with this little shenanigan. The first point, to the devs, I think the blood point add-ons are just a failure. People do not run them for blood points, and they do not run them to get challenged. They just don't run them at all. It seems like the only people that run them are people that just don't know that they're bad and use them accidentally. At least it seems that way. If you get extra blood points on a category that caps at 8,000, these blood point gains are actually insignificant. You are going to hit that 8,000 max points with or without these add-ons. So these add-ons do not make any difference. I think the devs should really, really consider maybe 2 things. Whether it's even a good thing that these add-ons exist. I think it would be a really good idea to make these add-ons extremely rare in the blood web, because right now they are soaking an incredible amount of blood points. You need to buy dozens and dozens of these add-ons that you don't want to use because they're so common, right? But they don't really help you in any way. So they should either be much rarer, or maybe they should be completely eradicated and they shouldn't really exist in the game. Alternatively, they could also increase the blood point cap and let you actually get more blood points. I think it would be a really, really good thing for the game if experienced killers and players that want to challenge themselves actually had a good reason to challenge themselves and spice things up a little bit. So for the devs, I'm just a bit disappointed that, they don't consider doing something like this. Because as it is right now, it seems like these add-ons are just not very popular or not very used at all. And then my other point is to the players. How many times do you read in the forums really, really offended killer mains who are, the survivors, they never want to have fun, they only want to gen rush? I did record all of the add-ons that I went against in most of these matches, and the average killer is not holding back. The average killer is bringing iridescent add-ons, it's bringing purple add-ons, it's bringing the best add-ons on that killer. Killers are trying pretty damn hard. And you don't see killers with meme add-ons just trying to have fun or trying to to farm very much. Even in this event where you would expect them to want to get blood points, they just run barbecue and the best 3 other perks and the best 2 other add-ons that blood points can buy. And even though I didn't record it, on the Survivor side, it's really not that different. There is no one running No Mither for the memes. There is no one running silly perks for the memes very much. It's mostly Survivors trying to use their best offerings, their best perks. And yeah, that makes me just a little bit sad, you know? It seems like if there's just not a good enough incentive, the average player that you play against is just not going to be there just for the fun. They're just there to win, and they'll bring whatever they can to that end. So yeah, the point I'm trying to prove is that maybe we should nerf the pig.